Yo guys, you want to invest like Warren Buffett? Well, let's take a look at what he says about Bitcoin, okay? And let's see how what we could, interpret that in terms of Kaspa and especially the future of crypto. One thing is investing, one thing isn't. Here you go. A farm, an apartment, business. That's one side of it. That's an asset that creates tangible value in the eyes of Buffett.
You don't really care what the stock market's open. You can do that.
So it doesn't matter about the price of the stock market because there's an inherent value of a farm, of a business.
You look at the investment itself to deliver the return.
So there's the return on value. The investment actually gives something tangible.
Some cryptocurrency, you don't have anything that's producing.
So he thinks, so Buffett thinks that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies don't produce anything. So this is, oh my heck. So this is where he's wrong. Now, crypto and Bitcoin is not an investment. It is a currency. This is a currency that produces because of what it offers. What does it offer? It offers an entire new paradigm for digital peer-to-peer cash. This is a store of value. Bitcoin is a store of value. Bitcoin works like gold. What does gold produce? It doesn't produce anything. It's just a safe haven from the fiat currency, the debt markets that fiat creates. So fiat, you have to trust. You have to trust the dollar. It's completely built on trust. Ever since 1917, when the Federal Reserve took over, ever since banks can literally print money, can create digital cash out from thin air, you have to trust the bank that they're going to be able to give you back your money whenever you want to take a withdrawal out. You have to trust these systems. Investing in the bank, now that's an investment, but you don't think of like using the dollar as an investment. No, that's not an investment. It's a currency. So once you look at and understand crypto, Bitcoin, Kaspa as a currency, as a store of value, and it's not just that, but Kaspa doesn't end there. It's not just a store of value, more secure than Bitcoin can ever be due to the scalability, due to how long Bitcoin you're required to wait. These confirmation times, 10 minutes. You need to wait even 1 hour for the full security of the Bitcoin network in order to be safe against double spends. For Kaspa, you don't need to wait nearly as long. But if you do want to wait extended period of time on your Kaspa, especially on a transaction for Kaspa, you're going to be more secure than Bitcoin could ever offer. Kaspa is the ultimate store of value. Now, it doesn't end at just a store of value, but it is the ultimate peer-to-peer electronic cash. It is exactly what Bitcoin tried to accomplish, and it doesn't just end there at the scalability, 6,000 times faster than Bitcoin, at the decentralization on par with Bitcoin, especially as more nodes come online and the network grows globally, which it already is. It doesn't stop there, but Kaspa is also not just a currency, but a data network, a prime, perfect, trustless data network. Now, this you could even see as an avenue for an investment, something that can actually provide and produce results, wherein you can use the Kaspa network as the underlying foundation of your data, of a data network. Say, for example, Facebook or X, like Twitter. They can use Kaspa as the underlying infrastructure. And what's that gonna do? It's gonna produce a value where they're gonna save money running on Kaspa. This network, they're not going to be paying some sort of middleman. They're not going to be paying for data centers. They're not going to be paying for this underlying centralized security. No, everything is decentralized. Everything's running. Everything is perfect. It is the perfect data network for a data, as a data ledger. It's a distributed ledger technology. DLT. So it doesn't just end there. Kaspa is going to be the rails, the infrastructure for even other types of currencies, other stable coins, especially with the whole stablecoin bill going into Congress, making its way through the government in the U.S. and around the world. These stable coins are a means to fight back against the ability to print money out of thin air. So stablecoins are coming to Kaspa, and they're coming in hot, especially with the layer twos. Kaspa announced their public testnet coming, in less than 2 weeks. This is going to be huge. Well, yeah, massive.